everybody, and I hope everybody had a good night sleep. I did both with my knee. I don't want to call it a knee thing, but anyway, my knee, my knee. Um, what do you call it? My knee, um, my knee holder. I'm going to call it, and with my pillow. I had a pillow underneath, and I slept pretty good. Um, and this is my cup of coffee. What I'm trying to do is, uh, since I before I've been going to sleep. Yes, I did do my nightly exercises. So, but I haven't. I just woke up, and my third cup of coffee is usually my uh, treat for uh, doing my morning kitchen exercises. But otherwise, my first cup of coffee in the morning. Today is why are we up early this morning? The Genshin live stream, and it's I know you see my walker. That's why I take at night and when I go to bed and when I wake up. So it's there, just in case. Um, and I went down the hall, get my cup of coffee with my lantern and without my walker. So that's an achievement in itself. But today we're going to do the Genshin 5.7 live stream. Um, and what am I hoping for to get out of it? And I do have my notebook. Let me put it at the page that I want. Is there any page that's empty? Oh, found one. Um, not the. Anyway, ow! I'm gonna put it over here. That's better. It's over here. Not he just fell down. I gotta get him. And is this? Oh, guess what I found? My water bottle was on it, so I'm gonna keep my water bottle on it. But we're gonna. So what do you expect for the um live stream? What do I expect to get into it? Skirk. Skirk's supposed to be is to arrive. I'm interested in it. I'm interested in the character she is. Skirk is actually Child or Tartaglia's mentor, so that's going to be a good thing. So, I can't wait for that. Yeah, I know. My allergies are kicking in. Anyway, and it's not too bad. I'm not hot. I'm perfectly fine. Anyway, and let's see. Uh, so I'm interested in getting Skirk. And remember in early this patch, we did the interlude Archon quest. Well, he's going to be arriving. And he keeps vent informed of things that's going on. It's gonna be he's gonna be interesting as well. I'm just surprised they've waited for this patch to put him in instead of last patch. But and I can't wait to find out. Uh, he may be part of my 4-star list. What else do I? What else am I hoping for? Well, let's see. Mm, Let's see what else am I hoping for? Um, there because Dane's is coming back, so it's gonna be another Traveler Archon quest. That's gonna be interesting. So because of Dane's left, and I'll be writing down notes for sure on that. Usually Dainsliff comes about 1 or 2 patches before the summer quest, so I knew he had to come sooner or later. In the last patch, I thought, did they forget him? Nope, they didn't. Um, but in any case, and yes, I do have my water. Um, in any case, it's the um, Archon. It's the Archon quest for. So that's gonna be interesting. I haven't gone into the volcano yet on any of them, but that's okay. I'm busy doing the Archon quests. So anyway, so that's going to be interesting in itself. I may need to do the Archon quest before finishing the before doing that, but that's okay. Excuse me. Um, I'm also interested in any kind of events they have. Um, Even though we're still in the 5.6. Uh, yeah, and my dad wants me to later on this morning. My dad wants me to go with him to take the uh, Subaru in for the oil and lube and for the window. The passenger window is stuck, so and I want them to check the tires since we can't. So, you know, I remember things a lot more than he does. But anyway, so, and I'm hoping to get my car started. Jeez, I think it's the battery. I really do. But anyway, I'm looking forward to this uh, our conquest, Emily. Emily was in the last year's summer patch. Um, of when I have played her in the trial, she looks good. Uh, but do I want her? I actually want Skirk more. And I do want this new 4-star, which I'm hoping they'll give us more insight on both of them, as well as the Daneslips, uh, what I like to call Traveler's Archon quest for Daneslip. Um, and we'll see what comes around, uh, and what comes up, and that too. I will uh, soon. I gotta drink more coffee so I can wake up. But anyway, um, so we're gonna do that. So I'm excited about this whole uh, thing, and I'm also excited about if they do show us anything on Nod Cry. That'd be a good thing. um, and so I look forward into the whole thing, especially the things of the travelers, our conquest with Danes left, Skirk. I I'm horrible with names, so please forgive me if I can't remember the other guy's name from the interludes, our conquest. But I have been watching of late, especially before I go to bed, um, uh, leak videos, and I'm not one who do leaks at all. But it looks interesting, so we'll have to see. And but anyway, and I do like to watch them just to not only be entertained, but to get my mind off of the day's events or what have you, or what has been happening in a week, just with the day's events and just chill. I know that's crazy, but, and I should be doing my Genshin game, I should be. And I'm going to have to start soon. But anyway, um, and I'm, and it's going to be interesting if any of you who are on my YouTube channel, uh, if you also like this type of thing where we're up before the dawn, then like, subscribe, and tell me what you think. I know I haven't been looking at it. Sorry about that, everybody. You know how it can be where you say you're going to do one thing and then you do one another. And I did look at the Twitch affiliates, and I'm all I do is need to have the last line, three viewership, throughout. But otherwise, I'm fine. But anyway, um, jeez Louise, I need to clean these. Oh well, I'll probably do it before we go, because I gotta get my laptop. I'm on my laptop. Ding dong, my iPad. Um, I'm recharging it. But anyway, and uh, so it's going to be interesting, to say the least. And I don't know. I feel good about it. I do feel good about it. Um, and I do feel good about it, but about this, and I'm excited about having the Danes live, about the Traveler's Story Quest with Danes live, and then with then with oh, what else? The things of um, and also with Skirk and the other guy that I can't remember. I'm gonna have to write that guy's name down because he was a big part of the interlude Archon quest, and I'd like to see what he does and see if I want him. But I do want Skirk. Um, she looks good, but I would like to see her kit and see what she does. And so I'm excited about getting her. She's going to be playable, and it'll be interesting because we met her in the Fontaine Archon quest, so she looks good. She's an outlander like us, traveler. So that's going to be interesting. Um, and I know we're getting to the point where we're getting to the end game, but that's far away. But with now, do I think that they will show a little bit of Nod Cry? I'm hoping. I'm hoping they will. Um, it'll be interesting. They usually put about pictures this time, and then the next time it before the summer event they put in a little bit more. I'm but what I'm interested in is how they're going to do the Traveler's Archon quest with Danes of. Um, and don't worry, I'm going to get some more. Also, um, what else? My brain is sorry. I need another cup of coffee if I'm going to do this. But anyway, um, for no, sorry. When I do this, it's okay. Uh, gink, gink. Um, with the Danes of Archon quest, with the Archon Traveler's Archon quest, Danes of Web, and I'm excited of what uh, events they will have. They usually have fun events, and I'm glad they're doing this before the summer event. I know, I know it's a little awkward, but I and I do think that they'll. Um, I'm excited about the different games and the different, what's going to be going on, and so it's going to be interesting overall. Uh, and you're probably wondering, why is she wearing her pajamas? Well, that's because I like to. But going back to the the Genshin 5.7, I'm so interested in the full thing. Um, and they might bring Havika back, which is the Pyro Archon, because her last one was on the Lantern Rite. uh, 5.3 um, patch. So, and that was with Granny Italy. I hope I got I hope I got that right. But in any case, it will be an interesting thing. And how would you put it? Um, but otherwise, you think what else? And I know my only light source is right here. Right here. Anyway, my only light source is on the ceiling here. But in any case, what do I look forward to in the events? Well, we'll see what kind of events they have in store. Um, I know this series of 5 Point Plus, they haven't had wind trace, but that's fine. Um, that's fine. But I did enjoy the other events and the other um, the other the other big event was interesting to say the least. But I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of events they have in store. I think they're going to just focus on the Traveler Archon quest with Dainsleif, um, Skirk, and we'll see what else they have in store for us. Um, and see, they may be reworking Wind Trace. But in any case, I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have in store. And just a minute. Ah, okay. So, yeah, I got the other one down so when it comes up, I can just bring it up and do all that. I should put share, but right now, um, but what else would I be, what other kind of I, it, and then with Emily, I'm not sure. Uh, I liked her when I have done her trial, but we'll see. Right now, I want Skirk because she's Tartagora's our child's mentor. So, and she's an outlander like us. So it's going to be interesting how they're going to play her out. Also, um, and Shenhe, though I keep hearing Shenhe, it's Shenhe, Shen, and then like you being punched in the stomach. Huh. Um, I know we had her on the Chronicle banner in Leeway during the Lantern Rite. I have her on my, I do. I have her on my uh, free to play, and I haven't worked with her, so this may be giving me a chance to do that. Um, but I don't like to give out leaks. But what I've seen from not only for the 4 and the 5.7, but for the Nod Cry, um, it's going to be interesting. Now, let me see if they're coming out. No. Okay. But I'm going to be right back because I want to get some more coffee. And then we'll talk some more and get it going to where we can. And watch this. Okay. Oh, I'm Steph. I'm in Walker. Oh, oh, I'm going to get my cane. I'm going to get my cane. It's only uh, there we are. There we are. I know I tend to guzzle my coffee, which isn't a good idea. Let's see. There. Up. No, but I'm going to go ahead and do that anyway. Come on. Okay, it's share. And it's screen. And it's an I understand. Yeah, which Twitch is this? No. Yeah. And we'll hide from stream until they come up. Okay. And if you want to clip anything, just do so. And because I may start clipping some stuff. I'm I don't mean okay, but that's because I'm I'm at home and I'm doing that. I got everything. I got my. In fact, I'm gonna put this up here. This is my pen for here. I need to get more for because my other two pens are just my one pen for my phone is about had it, and I do need to get another one. Next time I go to Best Buy, I'll get that and I'll get that. And it's, uh, but I'm, excuse me, I'm looking forward to it. Sorry, it had to be dark, but I didn't want the light here to drive, wake up my dad. I'm hoping he's having a good night's sleep. Let's hope. But in any case, oh, yes. You know what? I'm going to use that. That's just an ad. They are up.
G13 in theaters July 2nd.
Ah, there it is. Nice and pretty. I'm going to see if I can't. Uh, well, not yet. A space and time for you. A space and time for you. Now let's take a look at this picture here. And it's, oh, we get to see the time. A space and time for you. Um, okay, I'm going to clip that. Because that's, one thing that maybe uh, in the future, for the future live streams, I can you know, show that, this is what we're going to have. We have Dainslev. It looks like the Mount volcano there. I haven't done that yet, but we have the traveler and his sibling, and then on my first two, it's the traveler and her sibling. And my dad, when I first brought it up for my PlayStation. For those of you who don't know my granddaddy at all, my mother's daddy, as soon as I started getting him and playing with him, and then making sure he was top, he looks an awful lot like a younger version of my granddaddy, my mother's daddy. I mean, he's got, for me anyway, he's definitely Harper. He's got the Harper blood in him. And actually, when I play the female traveler, Lumaine, she actually looks like a younger version of my mom. I know I'm starting to cry, but she looks like a younger version of my mom. And my dad says a little bit of grandmama. I can actually see that. My mother's mama. But yeah, I am looking forward to it. And once it comes up, I will be going to the other one. But I may just stay here and see if it works on both sides. But yeah, I got my second cup and my water. In fact, it is getting a little warm, but not too bad. She's double-fisted today, yes. I'm going to see if this works. Let's see. Use one of those pages, but this one. Yeah, it works. And but I'm actually looking forward to it, and then we can stay and talk about it more. And what it looks like, it's going to be a big thing, because you've got Lumaine here, you've got Ether, but with my first two, since launch, it's Karen 60, my name and my age. Oh, it's gonna be starting. Okay.
まさに滅びの災いと呼ぶにふさわしいわ。終わりなき苦痛と消えることのない呪い。
だからよそ者なんて信用するなって言ったんじゃないか。
そして救世主の誕生。
運命の食器はついに役目を果たしたの。アビス教団の名は知ってたが、これほど大規模で広範囲な動きを見せるのは初めてだ。まるでナタ相手に戦争を仕掛けようとしてるような。
宇宙船スリープポット？まさかお前がテイラットに来た時に乗ってた宇宙船のことか？
この数ヶ月の間で42の星が消えた。 何者かがずうずうしくもこの世界から吸い取っているのだ。
災いはいつか必ず訪れる。みんなもそう言ってるわ。
彼女の存在を無視し続けたら、いつか本当に彼女の声が聞こえなくなってしまうからね。
すぐそこにいるじゃない。
お前の魂は欠けていて、傷口にはアビスに侵食された跡が見られる。アビスの力の使い方を学ぶつもりもないのなら、私が代わりに調べるしかない。無に着せ、この手に烈空。星々よ、静かに眠れ。
はじめまして、私はダリア。セピロス教会の女祭で風神バルバトスの伝道師です。面白くなってきた。風神様のお告げです。
私の夜はここで終わる。だがお前の旅はまだまだ続く。
お前は私の師匠極悪鬼スルトロッチを知っているのだろう。
戦線は総崩れだ。
真っ向の剣ダインスレイブ、これがお前の望んだことか。
お兄ちゃんはいつも運命を変えようとしてる。でも今回は何としても止めてみせる。
よくやったスカーク、今回も生き残れたか。
今もなお運命の食器は動いているのか。
なぜお前が鈍性のクジラの剣能を持っている。
極悪鬼スルトロッチ。
経緯などとうの昔に消え去った。貴様の傲慢さと邪悪さに気づいた時にな。
500年前にお兄ちゃんと再会する機会を逃すわけにはいかないから。
いずれ本物の宇宙に帰るだろう。
旅の終点で2人の新たな始まりが待ってる。
Okay, Esther Skirk. So this is first one, Esther Skirk. Oh, 618. This really. If that way, if it does it again, I can. Ooh.
Hello, travelers! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.7 special program. I am Aileen Mythen, the voice of Dahlia, and hosting with me today we have.
Hey everyone, I'm Kat Pratano, rhymes with Capitano, the voice of Child's Master, Skirk.
And I'm Katiana Sarkissian, the voice of the Pyro Archon herself, Malika.
Yeah, well, after seeing that trailer, this version seems absolutely stacked. We're getting the next installment of the Twins quest in this version! Woo, 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 woo! Yippee!
And let's not forget, Skirk is finally here, you guys. Yup. I cannot wait to see how all these stories unfold.
Her first appearance left quite the impression, didn't it? So mysterious.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that interaction left us all with far more questions than answers.
Yeah, I mean, she did give us a few clues about herself, though. Remember? In the Primordial Sea at the end of the Fontaine Archon quest?
Right. Something about the remains of a descender, the foul, the visionary. I feel like I still don't know what any of it means, though.
I mean, that's fair. So far, all we know about her past is that she trained under the foul Sertology.
So, Certology isn't just some ordinary mentor.
Oh, definitely not. Dainsliff revealed that Certology is one of the 5 sinners of Conria and someone who possesses all-encompassing power. Imagine training under someone like that. No walk in the park, let me tell you.
Well, maybe that explains how aloof and indifferent Skirk seems to be. Seriously, though, her demeanor is stone cold in a way that's almost otherworldly or something.
Yeah, it's kind of cold as ice, right? Right? But I mean, you know, the important thing is, this time we should be able to get some answers, right?
Oh, I hope so. Yes, please. I am dying to learn more about her past.
Okay, then be sure to check out her story quest where the Traveler and Skirk's paths will cross once again. Travelers will have the chance to uncover new clues about her past and the world of Tavad as a whole, so don't miss out.
Ah, so Liyue is where we run into Skirk this time. Wow. It's kind of weird seeing her out and about like this, isn't it? In such a normal location.
Right?
Wait, hold on a second. Is Skirk playing an instrument?
Oh?
I mean, in my mind, she's like this, you know, ice queen, but here she actually looks emotional.
Yeah.
I mean, there's almost a sadness there.
Oh, yeah. It seems like that instrument means a lot to her.
Oh, you don't even know. It sure does. As for why she chooses to play it alone in a place like this, well, that's something travelers can uncover for themselves. What I can reveal is, after encountering a mysterious power in this quest, the traveler starts having strange nightmares, and it seems like Skirk is the only one who can help. Which means the only way to resolve the situation is for the two to work together.
Okay, Slay, so we're teaming up with Skirk, huh? Okay, but like, am I the only one who's a little intimidated?
What? Intimidated by Skirk?
Just a little.
She's only a mysterious swordmaster with insane fighting skills and an unbreakable stone-cold exterior. Seriously though, with their ability to wield various elements and their abyssal purification powers, I think the Traveler can hold their own.
Yeah, it'll be fine. No problem.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, now I'm curious how she got that strong. I mean, okay, she reined in her master's pet, the all-devouring narwhal, like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've only seen a fraction of what she can do.
True, and just like the truth about her past, that's a question travelers will need to answer for themselves in-game, so get ready to play. But considering Skirk and the Traveler will need to fight side by side, let's take a closer look at what she can do in combat.
I'll only demonstrate this once. Annihilate! Merciless. Another star goes out!
As Child's master and someone capable of training in the Abyss, Skirk's combat skills are truly something special. First, it's worth pointing out, Skirk doesn't use a vision. Her powers come from the Abyss, but in the interest of blending in, she camouflages it to appear cryo-like in nature. And in addition, Skirk's attacks do not rely on elemental energy. She uses a special kind of energy known as Serpent Subtlety instead. And when you tap her elemental skill, Skirk gains a certain amount of energy and enters a special combat state, signaled by her change in outfit, which is very cute, might I add. While in this state, Skirk's normal, charged, and plunging attacks deal cryo damage that can't be overridden. This state also increases her resistance to interruption and attack AoE. And when cryo-related reactions are triggered, multiple void rifts will appear on the field. Skirk can use her charged attack or her special elemental burst to absorb the void rifts. And after unleashing a special elemental burst, her normal attack's damage will be increased based on the number of rifts absorbed.
Aw, heck yeah. So it's kind of like the more she fights, the stronger she gets.
Yeah, pretty much. Plus, holding her elemental skill is another option. When there are void rifts on the field, holding her elemental skill will allow Skirk to absorb them and gives her the ability to quickly maneuver around the battlefield. Once she has enough energy, she can unleash her elemental burst to deal consecutive slashes of AoE damage.
I see. So she's a unit you can keep on the field for a long time, or take out when you need a sudden burst of damage.
Pairing her with Hydro and Cryo characters also further enhances her abilities. And if your team is comprised entirely of Hydro and Cryo characters, your party member's elemental skill level will be increased by 1.
Whoa, so she enhances her party members' skills too. Once a mentor, always a mentor, I guess.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like Tartaglia had a great teacher.
Oh, he sure did.
And I love the look of her camouflaged abyssal powers.
Right.
The special effects are incredible.
Right? And when she enters her special combat state, her outfit changes too. Okay, slay. It looks a lot more suited for battle, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. So it seems like travelers can approach combat in 2 ways then. You can use her special combat state to dish out damage with cryo-infused attacks and heighten this damage by absorbing void rifts with her special elemental burst. Or, after other Hydro and Cryo party members have generated void rifts, you can take to the field to quickly absorb them and build up energy to unleash powerful slashes with her normal elemental burst.
Yeah, both seem really, really useful. And since Cryo and Hydro characters enhance Skirk's skills, there are tons of team comp possibilities here.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, hey, speaking of, what about Dahlia? He's a Hydro character, right? Sounds like he could be a good fit for Skirk.
Oh, I think you're onto something here. We got to know him a bit during the Mondstadt interlude. He's so refined, but also kind of mischievous at the same time. One thing we haven't seen, though, is what he can do in combat. Want to give us the scoop, Aileen?
You got it. You are in for a treat.
Let's go!
This should be fun! Hey! Thus saith the Animal Archon!
Okay, so Dahlia is a Hydro Sword user and support character who can use his elemental burst to provide a Hydro shield for his teammates.
Oh, it's like the shield appears in response to his prayer.
Yes, and for a certain period of time, after unleashing his elemental burst, Dahlia can gain stacks of benison by hitting enemies with normal attacks or triggering freeze reactions. So when his shield breaks, Dahlia can consume his stacks of benison to summon it again, allowing him to continuously protect his party members and to increase their resistance to interruption.
Heck yeah.
And after unlocking a specific talent, Dahlia can also boost the attack speed of the on-field character, allowing them dish out damage even faster.
Oh, nice. So he can help us attack without interruption and increase our attack speed? Sounds like a huge help.
And with his elemental skill, Dahlia summons Sacramental Shower and places it in a designated location. His summon has different effects depending on who comes into contact with it. So, for example, if it's an enemy, Sacramental Shower will explode, dealing AoE Hydro damage to surrounding enemies. But if a nearby party member comes into contact with it, Sacramental Shower will propel them high into the air, allowing them to evade enemy attacks while gaining an aerial advantage.
Okay.
Let's go.
So he's really reliable in combat, even though he seems kind of mischievous the rest of the time.
No, really.
Yes, he definitely does. He has his little mischievous thing going on. I still remember all his teasing towards Venti during the Mondstadt interlude.
But at the same time, he's also supposed to be the one who communicates with the will of Barbados, right? I'm not sure what to make of their dynamic.
Well, I guess first and foremost, he's Venti's friend, right?
Cute.
But even though he likes to tease, he's serious about his position as the Herald of Barbados. Oh, one more thing about his abilities. When Dahlia is in your party, the movement speed of your party members is increased during the day.
Oh.
Hey, all the better to spread the word of Barbados. Praise Barbados, right? Is that how that works? Well, anyway, it's obvious he really cares about the people of Mondstadt.
Yeah.
Exactly, he definitely does. Besides, his mischievous nature keeps things a little bit interesting, don't you think? It's one of my favorite things about him.
Aww. Well, now that we've introduced our 2 new characters for version 5.7, we should probably let travelers know when they can add them to their parties.
Can do. Let's jump right into the event wishes. In the first half of version 5.7, we'll have event wishes for Skirk and Shenhe.
Dahlia will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners. Plus, the new 5-star sword, Azure Light, will be featured on the weapon banner.
Yes! And in the second half of version 5.7, we'll have returning event wishes for Malwika and Emily.
Yippee! Pretty fire!
Alright, that's it for the event wishes. Let's talk about the story content travelers can look forward to in the new version.
Ooh, okay. This is the big one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's set the scene. During their travels, the traveler comes across evidence that seems to suggest their sibling was in Natlan.
Oh, wait up. I see Dainsleif. As we all know, that means things are about to get complicated.
Yup, very true.
Oh, I love Dainsleif. From this image, it looks like the sky has been slashed in two, and there's some kind of rift that connects to the abyss. And the traveler and their sibling are in different spaces, but they can still sense each other's presence.
Yes, I feel like the tension is palpable.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, there was definitely some tension when we saw our sibling during the bedtime story quest.
Oh, yeah.
Although, we don't know what our sibling has been up to since then. Kari Bear did tell us that the Loom of Fate has been completed. Of course, we still don't know how powerful it is, or what's needed to activate it.
Well, call me crazy, but I feel like we're gonna find out soon.
Maybe.
It seems like all parties are converging in one place, Natlan. So maybe that's where we can get some answers.
And I know one thing travelers will encounter in Natlan. A young woman dressed in peculiar clothing, hiding out in a cave.
It's not just her clothing that's special, though. Look at her eyes. Wait, is she...
The plot, it thickens.
Yeah.
Well, if the Abyss Order is out in full force in Natlan, it must mean there's been a new development in our siblings' grand plan.
Yup, and the Pyro Archon and our other friends from Natlan are on high alert. But the people of Natlan want a war against the Abyss itself. There's no universe where the Abyss Order gets to run wild in Natlan unchecked.
Well, if an altercation with the Abyss Order is in the cards, I know who's gonna be on the front lines. Twilight Sword himself, of course!
I mean, I can see it now. Dainsleif going all one-man army and rushing straight into action.
We actually will get to see it this time, because our old friend Dainsleif is going to help us defeat their ranks in a manner we've never seen before.
Okay. This is not a drill, everyone. We finally get to see him in action.
Let's go! As the Traveler and Dainsleif venture deep into Abyss Order territory, we'll get to see his special abilities firsthand.
Yippee! Sounds like there's gonna be a lot of obstacles between us and finding out the deal with our sibling. But we faced the Abyss Order before. We can do this. I have no doubt travelers will come out on top.
Oh yeah.
I guess, but the other question is, can we stop whatever our sibling is planning? What are their true goals? What does their plan mean for Teyvat? This quest might hold some very important answers.
I am so excited. I feel like this could be the start of a whole new phase in the quest to find our sibling.
Yes! It seems like it's not as simple as just finding them anymore. There's a lot more at stake.
Oh, for sure. So this is definitely one to look forward to. All right, I think this is a good place to stop and take our first break.
Yeah, I need a sec to digest all that information.
Ooh, sounds good. Take a look at the second redemption code, travelers. We'll see you on the other side.
See ya!
All right, welcome back, travelers. Now that we've introduced the new characters and quests, it's time to jump into the version 5.7 events.
Let's go!
Let's go! First up on the docket is an event that takes us back to Sumeru, where the Academia has developed a simulated adventure game.
Ooh.
Travelers will need to select various companion pieces to form teams and enhance their skills as they face off against various opponents in a board game style environment.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a choose your own adventure. You can go the rainforest route or the desert route. Each path has its own story and level of difficulty. And at the end of each adventure, travelers will face formidable opponents that require a certain level of strength to defeat.
Oh, so how do we make sure we're ready?
Well, travelers can enhance the strength of their pieces in several ways. Besides enhancing the pieces themselves, travelers might notice that the pieces are divided into species. Go to battle with a lot of pieces of the same species, and you can trigger unique species features. The higher the feature level, the stronger your pieces become.
Yeah. I'm thinking an all-Saurian team could be cool. Oh, and it looks like you can also assign equipment to your pieces to make them stronger.
Yeah, that's right. And random events and encounters will occur during the adventure, which travelers can resolve to earn helpful rewards, like extra adventure coins, which travelers can use in the shop to purchase pieces to improve their lineup. Travelers can also open chests to get all kinds of useful equipment. Plus, defeating formidable opponents along the route will allow you to unlock secret techniques that can help increase the strength of your entire team.
Ooh. Of course, certain encounters can also derail your plans.
Oh, yeah?
Ah, so there are also situations where it all comes down to luck.
Yeah, so I think travelers will have a lot of fun dealing with the unexpected in this event.
It's a real test of tactical thinking. Plus, there's more to this event than just the battle stages. Travelers can also participate in research stages that involve guiding Paimon to harvest fruit. Complete these stages to increase your speculation level and unlock additional buffs for your team.
So we actually get to put Paimon to work.
Finally.
Yup, and of course, completing this event will reward travelers with all sorts of goodies, including Primo Gems and the chance to invite Sethos to their parties.
Oh.
Nice.
All right. In this next event, an old friend and genius inventor from Fontaine is back and better than ever with a new and improved turret.
Let me guess, he needs us to clear out monsters in an abandoned ruin again?
Yeah, that's right. But this time, travelers will face more formidable enemies than just slimes.
Whoa, that Somatril can give shields to its allies.
Oh.
Yeah, but don't worry. With this new and improved turret, we can use several new kinds of cannonballs to help clear out our opponents.
Oh, nice.
For example, grape shots split into smaller bullets when fired are good for taking out multiple enemies at once. And directed piercing shots can be used to take down shields or target enemies hiding in the corner.
Oh.
Sounds like the type of event where you can really just let loose and relieve some stress.
Oh, definitely. But strategic ammunition choices will help you clear out the battlefield even faster.
So far, we've introduced events you have to tackle solo, but this next event gives travelers the chance to work as a team. In reminiscent regimen Frenzy, travelers will get to team up with other players to tackle challenges made up of 3 stages, each with unique objectives.
Ooh, it'll be cool seeing what characters everyone chooses. Could make for some interesting team comps.
Well, there's a theme associated with each challenge, so your best bet is to choose a character whose skills are suited to the objective. But of course, every character has their strengths. Each stage also has smaller objectives that require teams to work together and combine their skills. Completing these submissions can grant buffs to your own entire team.
Nice.
And in addition, at the beginning of each challenge, your team will be assigned random regiments to complete. Once you make it through the final stage, your team will receive additional Frenzy Stars based on your regimen completion status.
Yep, and remember, regiments benefit the entire team. It doesn't matter who completes them.
Okay, so, not saying I need to do this or anything, but in theory, you could kind of coast to the finish line if you needed to.
Yeah. You could.
Okay.
In theory. But I think all travelers have something to contribute.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's about how you work together. That's the joy of co-op.
I feel like co-op is its own kind of motivation too. No one wants to let the team down.
For sure. And this time, teamwork is more important than ever. Because in this iteration of the event, dire difficulty is even more challenging.
Ooh, that means whether it comes to character selection or combat strategy, coordination is more important than ever.
Mm-hmm. Good luck, travelers. Should be a fun one. All right, now I'm very excited to announce a new permanent event called Stygian Onslaught.
Ooh.
In this event, travelers will be able to farm artifacts more freely and efficiently, as well as obtain artifact customization items for free.
For free?
For free.
A new permanent event. Okay, we need details now.
All right. Each update will feature a challenge that is split into 3 phases, each featuring unique mechanics with 5 difficulty levels to choose from.
Ooh.
Participation in the event will reward travelers with primo gems, artifacts, and valuable items for targeted artifact enhancement.
Okay, so you said we'll be able to farm artifacts more freely? What does that mean exactly?
It means the artifact drops aren't set in stone, and you can switch where they come from. For the first 10 days after the event begins, the leyline disturbance will be in outbreak state. During this period, travelers who clear any stage at level 3 difficulty or higher can expend any kind of resin to obtain artifacts from the leyline blossom at the end of the stage. And before the stage begins, travelers will get to choose which domain of blessing they want the artifact drops to come from.
Right, so travelers can also tackle the stages in co-op, right? So you can still farm with friends.
Yes, and you'll be rewarded with additional artifacts every time you consume a certain amount of resin.
Okay, the amount of hours I'm about to pour into this thing. Lock me in and throw away the key, honestly.
Oh my god, you make it sound like you're in prison. Anyway, you also mentioned something about targeted artifact enhancement, Katiana. What's that about?
Yeah, right. So version 5.7 is introducing a new artifact-related item, Dust of Enlightenment.
Ooh. What is it?
Well, we all know what it's like to raise an artifact that has potential, only for it to turn out kind of less than ideal.
Yeah.
So this item is designed to help with that. So, Artifact 101, right? We all know every 4 levels, a random substat gets enhanced as you raise an artifact to level 20. But it doesn't always turn out the way you want.
Yeah.
So this item allows you to re-roll the substat enhancements of a level 20 artifact.
Yo, wait,
What?
really?
Yeah. Before each reroll, you get to specify the types of substats you want to prioritize. After the result is revealed, you can choose to either keep the original substat configuration or accept the new one.
Oh my god, it's like being able to resurrect an artifact from the grave. Like, we really needed this.
Yeah, really powerful, right? Starting in 5.7, travelers who participate in the new permanent event Stygian Onslaught will be able to obtain a total of 3 Dusts of Enlightenment per version for free. And the Gnostic Hymn and Gnostic Chorus rewards will feature 1 each.
Oh.
Plus, during version 5.7, travelers will be able to claim 2 Dusts of Enlightenment directly from their in-game mailbox after logging into Genshin Impact.
Yes.
Okay, let's just pause to take that in for a sec. Oh, but I do have a question. So, according to the devs, the rewards for clearing the level 5 difficulty in the new permanent event can only be obtained by completing it solo. But what if that level of difficulty is a bit much for some people?
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, well, don't worry, I'll hard carry you.
Whoa.
Well, I will come in and the strongest travelers in Tevat will come in to help us out. Specifically, we're talking about travelers who have cleared an even higher level of difficulty. The characters used to complete those battles become exalted ones.
Oh.
Then, when attempting a level 1 through 5 difficulty challenge, other travelers can receive extra buffs by including exalted ones in their lineup.
Oh, cool. So travelers can help each other even outside of co-op. I like that, and I need that. Wait, hold on. You mentioned an even higher level of difficulty just now. I thought level 5 was the highest.
Yeah, well, clearing level 5 solo unlocks a secret level of difficulty. Level 6. Dire difficulty.
Oh, no.
Once you reach level 6, it's dire straits. There are no companions to turn to for comfort, no promise of primo gems to drive you forward.
What?
Just formidable enemies and an unrelenting desire to prove yourself.
Okay, that definitely sounds dire. So you're telling me travelers really don't get anything in return for accomplishing something like that?
Well, we'll just have to wait and see now, won't we?
What? I can't wait.
All right, that's it for Stygian Onslaught. Just a reminder, the outbreak period begins the second Wednesday after a version update, or 8 days into the new version. So don't forget to gather your friends and get farming when the time comes. All right, time to lock in. Travelers might also be excited to hear that the next installment of the Traveler's Tales is coming in version 5.7.
Okay, slay. Last time was so much fun. We got to reunite with so many old friends and make a lot of great new memories.
Yeah, why don't we take a look at some of the encounters in store for us this time around?
Yes.
Whoa, hang on a sec. So Toma's back in Mondstadt, and he's drinking with Kaya at the Angel's Share?
Huh. I never thought about it before, but now that I see it, yeah, I feel like they totally make great drinking buddies. Oh, I love him.
Looks like he's got quite the posse around him.
Oh, it's so cute. I want to know what they're talking about.
Oh, and it looks like Dory's in Inazuma. Is she trying to sell something to Sayu?
Oh, of course.
Oh no, someone save Sayu. She's too innocent for Dory's schemes.
Honestly, though, a crafty merchant like Dory could show up anywhere, and I wouldn't be surprised. I bet we even run into her and not cry at some point.
Ooh, I wonder how many other friends will show up this time.
From what I've heard, it's quite a few. So keep a lookout while exploring the open world, travelers.
Ooh.
Being able to run into characters in the open world is such a nice addition. I wish it was part of every version.
Right? I know. It really makes the open world feel more alive and interactive.
Yeah, and luckily the devs feel the same way. The devs have said that making Traveler's Tales a permanent event is in the works, so travelers can look forward to that sometime in the future.
Yippee!
Finally, Overflowing Abundance is returning at the end of version 5.7. Travelers can look forward to double the talent and weapon ascension material drops, so don't miss out.
In addition, new Envisaged Echoes challenges will be added in version 5.7.
Oh, for the Raiden Shogun in Shenhe.
Oh, Shenhe's Echo is so cool. I see sigils and pops of red in there. Okay, girl, very fitting.
And the Raiden Shoguns like petals floating in the wind. The purple matches so well.
So pretty.
Yep, so if you want to claim them, make sure your characters are ready. Travelers can also look forward to some Genius Invocation TCG updates, including new character and action cards. You can now add Mawika and, Sweet Lolly and Chaska to your decks.
Don't miss out, Genius Invocation fans. All right, that brings us to the system optimizations that travelers can look forward to in the new version.
First up is an improved resource management feature for mobile players.
Oh.
Simply put, it's a practical update designed to reduce the package size of the mobile version.
Dude, nice. I feel like our phones will thank us.
After the 5.7 update, travelers will receive a pop-up notification after opening Genshin Impact on mobile, asking them to choose from different resource plans.
Okay.
Under the basic plan, the system will retain the necessary resources for daily gameplay and optimize the resource usage for some Archon quests, story quests, and hangout events.
Okay, so that means clearing out some old quest resources to save storage space, right? But what about players whose progress is a bit all over the place? How does that work?
Don't worry, the dev team has accounted for that. The system will provide different guidance and solutions based on account progress and quest status to ensure that travelers still have a smooth gaming experience. And when you need to start an Archon quest, story quest, or hangout event that isn't enabled, the system will download the required resources as needed.
Oh, slay.
Yup. So travelers who haven't updated the mobile version in a long time might be able to free up quite a bit of storage space with this optimization.
I need that.
And it sounds like a great option for cross-platform players who maybe rely on mobile more for the small stuff.
Yeah, of course, if you don't have storage concerns, nothing has to change. You can just choose to keep all game resources instead. And this setting can be changed at any time in the Paimon menu, where you can choose for completed quest resources to be automatically cleared in future version updates, or for all game resources to be updated as normal.
Oh, okay.
This should also make it easier for people to try out Genshin Impact for the first time.
Yup. For further details, be sure to check out the developers' discussion as well as future announcements across Genshin Impact's official accounts.
Okay.
And you will now be able to directly use Fragile Resin to claim rewards from Leyline Blossoms and common challenge domains, like artifact and talent material domains. This also applies to the artifact drops in the new permanent event we introduced earlier.
Yes.
Fragile resin is worth 60 original resin, so that means you get triple the drops. Should save a few trips to the crafting bench, that's for sure.
Also, the Adventurer Handbook will now have guide entries for 40 resin bosses, which should be helpful if you run into a boss you're not quite sure how to crack.
And the icons will be displayed in the order the bosses were unlocked, which should make it more intuitive to navigate.
All right, let's move on to some optimizations for the Spiral Abyss. When moving to the next floor or restarting a challenge, you can now save your current party lineup or clear it with a single click.
Oh, easy.
And you can claim your challenge rewards directly after completing floor 12. If you're not satisfied with your performance, you can also restart the challenge directly from the finalization screen.
Nice. Small things here and there really add up over time.
Yeah, so hopefully these optimizations make for a better experience overall.
All right. Well, that was another long one, you guys, but it's not over yet. A mystery guest left a message for us, so let's check it out along with the third redemption code.
旅人の皆さん、こんにちは。鈴木愛理です。今回ゲーム原神の皆さんと一緒にお仕事をすることになりました。とても嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。私は、スカークというキャラクターのアニメショートテーマソングの、スター・オデッセイという楽曲を歌わせていただいたんですが、この楽曲は全編英語で世界各国というか世界にこう届ける歌ということで、もう全て英語の詩なので、私にとってはこの世界に入って初めての経験でとてもドキドキしたのですが、こう皆さんと一緒に気持ちを共有できたらいいなと思って今からとてもワクワクしています。スカークの歴史を聞いてすごく強いけど孤独と戦いながら今日まで生きてきた、そんな強くてかっこいい女性っていうのを頭に置きながら歌を歌いましたので、その気持ちが届くと嬉しいです。この楽曲はショートフィルムと同時公開されます。皆さんぜひ楽しみにしていてください。愛理でした。
An animated short for Skirk and a song! Let's go!
So exciting.
So exciting. Well, you guys, that brings us to the end of our announcements for this version. That was a whirlwind.
It certainly was. So, what are you all looking forward to the most? For me, I have to say, although it's a little biased, I am clearly excited for everybody to meet Dahlia.
Yes.
But you know, I'm also really excited about the new permanent content like Stygian Onslaught. How about you guys?
It's kind of hard to pick just one. I mean, I'm excited for my girl Mawika in TCG, but I'm also really excited to see Navilet, my fave, in the Traveler's Tales.
Yes. Well, I'm really excited for, I might be a little biased as well, I'm really excited for Skirk.
Who?
Wow, really? I am also so excited for Dahlia, and we've been waiting so long for these characters, and also Dane's Lip. I'm so excited, and that animated short, oh my gosh. And also, of course, the lore girlies. We're eating so well this patch. I'm so excited for that Twins quest.
Yes, I feel like it's clear from the last few patches that the story has really been amping up lately, and this version seems to be no exception.
Yeah, right? I mean, pretty soon we'll be in our 5th year of adventuring, if you can believe it. It feels like it was just yesterday.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it feels like we're really getting to see how a lot of elements that seemed separate at first are starting to converge.
Mm-hmm. And after what we saw in the dev team's Nod Cry teaser, I'm even more excited to see how the story unfolds from here.
Right? And we hope travelers have fun doing the same.
Okay, so that's it for the Genshin Impact version 5.7 special program. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody.
Ad Astra Abyssos, travelers, and happy adventuring!
Can I get 5 big booms?
Boom, 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 boom! Oh, wait a second. It looks like another friend from afar is rushing over to share some interesting news.
Nod Cry, an ever-changing landscape of ruin, a marvel corroded by time. In the forest, where the nights were once undisturbed save for a few rays of moonlight, the wild hunt's shadow grows. There are those who bear the name of Frost Moon, living where the silver light shines. Others carry the torch, fending off the darkness and cold with their blades. I hear that the stolen Fae still yearn for the frosts of old, while the Fatui look to the stars above, trying in vain to seize the false firmament. Then there are the nights, draped in the west wind, nearing the end of a long and arduous mission. My friends, of course, shan't be outdone. They will no doubt bring a magical charm to this edge of the world. And just as the stone craves the sculptor's hand, so does fate await your gaze. Pour me another cup of tea, if you'd be so kind. The story is about to begin.
Oh my gosh, they outdid themselves. They outdid themselves. Oh, that's interesting. OMG. I'm going to take that one off here. And OMG, that was quite the experience. Well, what can I say? I do need to move some stuff here. Stuff here. But that's crazy. Oh, let's. I'll get it. I just have to move some stuff here so I can. That was interesting. that was interesting. All I usually go to bed at this point, but I'm wide awake. That was interesting. I do want Skirk. She looks like an interesting character to play. She looks like an interesting character to play. And she also she looks like an interesting character to play with, but also wonder if I can't move this just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. But anyway, I'm excited. She is like the traveler and does not have a vision. But I'm gonna like playing her. In fact, I may try her out before getting her. That's gonna be interesting. She'll be an interesting character to not only play with but work with. I can't wait to try her out. And Dahlia. Now he's an interesting character. Hydro. And the only other Hydro I'm aware of from Mondstadt is, of course, well, two of them. And that's Mona and Barbara. But Dahlia also looks like a great, and he'll be a 4-star. I'm hoping they do play it good on this and add them up. And especially with Skirk and with Shenhe. And then with, because they do have Dahlia as a 4-star at that point. And then the second event wish will be the Emily and Mavuika. I'm curious to see what. Oh, excuse me. Come on, wake up. But I'm curious to see what will come about, and I'm curious to see what they'll have in store. Curiosity killed the cat, but something brought it back to life. It looks like a Dainsliff is going to be part of it. That again, so those of us who have not done that particular world quest, I don't mind. But it's going to be interesting in that we're gonna see how Dainsliff plays out, and that's actually a good thing. But also to see more of what's going on. So and it's just going to be interesting. And I wasn't expecting all that for Nodcry, but boy, they outdid themselves. I'm really excited for Nodcry, to be honest with you. For well, Well, the main reason why I'm excited about it is the different regions there. And if you had seen the back of a certain somebody, Dottore, but others too. And there's going to be for Varka and his team, and because I kept calling for us a Varka, but and they had the Haruka Circle, and so it that was very good at the end. I mean, my goodness, they packed a lot in one particular um, what do you call it? One particular um, one particular do dee do dee do do do. Yeah, one particular um um okay. One particular oh we call it one particular anyway, uh, it 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 seemed like it's going to be a great all around patch, and they're going to help us with those of us with spiral bits. They have a new type for those who those of us who need just a little bit, and then getting the those rewards just for logging in. That's gonna be cool. And you know, it's about time. But also, I like the whole thing. I like how they did the Nod Cry, especially, but the whole thing. And I really want Skirk and Dahlia. And for those of you who are when kept predicting, oh, what was it, Amy? Yeah, Ella, Emily to be there. It's gonna be actually Shenhe. I can't wait to build her up. But I'm hoping to get Skirk because she looks like a really good character to have. And so is Daya. Daya looks like he's ready to kick some royal booty where it hurts. And to be able to play as Dainslar. Now that's gonna be interesting. But the whole thing's gonna be interesting, and I'm glad that you know we're finally gonna get Dainsliff. On one hand, and the other hand is it's going to be interesting how they're going to play that out. And the Abyss is coming back. Well, I kind of knew who was going to be there. The whole team that has done that. And I don't know if you've noticed with the Traveler. He didn't have what we usually have with Traveler. That's going to be interesting as well. Skirk being like us. That's another new thing. I'm glad they're putting that out. Um, and I will be later on in this morning be doing the what you call it, and I'll also put that in my what you call it Discord, but it looks like it's going to be a very big but very wonderful patch. Um, and it looks like they're doing some cosmetics as well for the story quest for Script. Now that's gonna be very interesting. On my PlayStation, I'm just starting a story quest with Chaska. Before doing the final Archon quest, Pyro Archon quest, but this patch is going to be a very good and wonderful patch. And I can't wait to get back to I need to. And please remind me. But I need to get back to what's it? Oh yeah. I need to get back to the Spiral Best, but I'm not in a rush about that. But and it's starting to get light. So it was starting to get light anyway. But it's so it was so fascinating, it was so interesting. It looks very good. It will. I will have to look at my dad's calendar since I didn't get a calendar, or I can look at my calendar on my phone. But anyway, it looks very good. It looks like about before I get my eyes looked at, my glaucoma looked at. So, and it looks very good. And I cannot wait. And it looks big, but on one hand, and on the other, it looks very, especially for those of us who had to do it first, do it now from mobile, which I've done on my Battle Pass Welcome. And I may actually have to add my Battle Pass, more on my Battle Pass Welcome if I want to try and get Skirk. But she looks very good, and so does Dahlia. I know what was predicted, but I'm glad Emily's with Mavuika. I mean, Skirk and Shenha really do, you know, intermix, especially since Skirk is going to be helpful to the Hydro and Cryo team. So that's going to be good. It will be interesting. It will be. I think it will be powerful as well. Sheesh, I'm sweating. No wonder what my dad said that he was hot. Well, I'm wearing my robe, which doesn't help matters. But I may just open up, even though we're going to close up. Um, I may just open up, just get some cool air. But it sounds very, very much. It looks like a very good and wonderful patch. The one that they showed for one of them, yeah, I did have trouble, but I eventually caught on to it and was able to do that. That looks fun, especially if you're like this and you want to kick somebody or you want to do that's a more positive outlet. I can't wait to play that. And to get to choose between the rainforest and the desert. That how many of you are gonna choose the desert? You know, I can't make up my mind because I know my mom would have loved both. What did I like about the Nard Cry preview? Whoa! Uh, the Nard Cry preview is gonna be spectacular. It it looks so beautiful and it looks different and cold. So if you've not done Dragon Spine, oh, that's gonna be a gem. That's gonna, and we need to go. And for those of us who have, we need to go back to get ourselves used to, especially during if you're either at end game or you're at a point where I'm bored. Go back to that, and especially from this patch, the 5.7 and then the 5.8, so we're actually getting used to that type of scenery again. So we're not in shock of, oh wait a minute, that's not the way it was supposed to be. Yeah, I'm going to see something here. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Oh. Oh. Folks, we have light. Ow. Well, it's coming up to light. So I'm not turning. The sun's not up yet, but it'll come up. But it looks good. You know, and I can't wait to see, you know, and what I really can't wait is how they're gonna do the things, and I'm just so excited about it. Now and then after showing us the the area, I'm getting even more. I wasn't too excited about Nod Cry. Now I am. So that's gonna, and it's gonna give us a whole new level. In fact, this patch is gonna give us a whole new level that we have not experienced before. And so it is going to be an interesting thing. And it's beautiful. It looks like we have different kinds of creatures, and of course they're shiny because they're dealing with that kind of a terrain. So that's one of the reasons why I'm suggesting that from this patch and then the next patch and then 5.8 that we go into Dragon Spine when we can, so we can get back used to getting back used to that kind of terrain, so we're not in total shock when we get there, because it looks like new creatures and it's gonna look interesting. But this patch, wow, there was a lot in it, and even the system requirements and the whole thing is gonna be very, very good. And I'm going to enjoy it. In fact, right now I'm enjoying a very pretty sunrise, very pretty dawn, dawn to a new day, that's called. But this patch, wow. All I can say is that, excuse me, that this patch is really gonna, I hope it's as good. It looks good. It looks very, very good. I'm excited about this Archon Quest. I call it Traveler's Archon Quest. And there is one that's really going to be good, and I do hope they put it in on a more regular basis. That sounds good, especially Toma going back home, because he's Mondstadt born, so he's, in a way, he's going back home. And especially now with what do you call it? Mm-hmm. um, with got an itch. Excuse me. I got a scratch and itch. Nowhere near my scar, so don't worry about it. But it just looks good, and I, in fact, right now while I'm talking, no. Come on, open up. Oh, come on. Sorry about, oh, come on. Oh, don't tell me my cursor's gonna act up. No. Okay, my cursor's not gonna act up. Okay. Okay. Next up. You might want to do it as soon as you can, because they don't, go away. For my one, and then we'll do it for the other two, and then I'll be set in stone. Okie dokie. There we are. I wanted to do that while I was in memory. It is, but the whole thing was so, do I think it was powerful? Yes. And what do you think about Daneslip? Well, Dane's coming back, but in a whole new light. That's gonna be good. But the whole thing is, I may just go back and do some clips. If you guys haven't clipped them, that's fine. I'll clip them later on. But my gosh, when it started, that's why I decided to get my uh, um, me out of the way so that everybody could see it. And I know every once in a while I did its thing, but my gosh, this could be a whole lot. Dane being the way that they're saying, he'll be interesting. I'm excited. That means that that could mean something. And we're getting that much closer. I know it's getting a little darker, but there's always light behind the tunnel. With that, I may just turn this thing off here, but it sounds so interesting. I'm totally awake now, but and I did take lots of notes. Wow. With Traveler's Tales, Gilded Chapter, with the Twin Story Quest, with I'm hoping to get Skirk. I mean, she really looks good, and may help the Traveler in return. I want to see what happens when I do turn it off, even though it's not exactly, it is dawn. So I want to see something. And then I want to get my phone. Oh, my pills went down. Oh, the pill bottle. Look at my pills. Good. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be. And, which means if you hear some noise, that's either the garbage or the recycle. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, we're having the light behind us, and then so I'm not gonna turn that one off yet. Oh, I need get my thing. Pardon me. Excuse me. Whoa. Okay. Let's make up my bed too. Let's see what happens. Look at that. We do have light. Ah, that works. Okay. nearly fell, but maybe not. Open sesame. Hold that. Oh, I know, it's the box. I'll have to turn around. Okay. Well, before you know it, it's going to be, wow. I hope it's not too bright because it looks dark behind me, but the light from both my upper and lower window because of the dawn is making it at least brighter. Oh my gosh. Now, let me see, and then I can do my PlayStation after I do this here. And then after we come back from doing my dad's thing, so I may just have a little bite to eat or something. Yeah, I did take my pill. Oh, I know. I need to weigh myself first. Okay. Aha, there they are. Okay, Dean. American server. Check. Redeem. American server. Check. Redeem. American. Okay. That's both my Battle Pass welcome, my free to play. And next up, yep. So I definitely want to go in there. Don't want to blast anybody's ears out. But yeah, wow. Let me think. Oh, and that done is beautiful. But if you hear something, that's usually the garbage man or the garbage man or the recycle man. I know. But I'm going to clip this because it looks pretty good in the dawn. But yeah, I am going to put them in the Discord in a bit here. But for those of you who missed it, and and so it's gonna look wonderful. I know it's black back there, and I got the light from both my upper window and my lower window, even though I got my night clothes on, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna wait for a little bit. Let's see. Okay. Come on. As you can see, mine is about, I had it. Next time I go to, not Target, but, oh, what is it? Not Target. Oh, yeah, Best Buy. I'm going to get some others. Okay. And I'll show you who I got on my Battle Pass welcome. But I'm hoping to get Skirk. I mean, she really looks like a good character, and also, oh, who is it? Dahlia. Dahlia. He really looks like a good playable character from the interlude. That's who I was trying to think of. So I'm gonna have to play with his name in my mind. Dahlia. Oh, Dahlia is like the flower. Okay, I got his name. So, and I've got to be back on these type of things. So, right now I'm on my Battle Pass welcome here. Oh, there it is. No, free to play, idiot. So, and that's gonna be good. And then later on, we'll do the Battle Pass welcome, and and I cannot wait for either one. It's really gonna be great. I can see why my dad's. Of course, I'm wearing my robe, but it really looks good. I cannot wait. And they shocked us with, they actually shocked us with the, I'm going to put this over here to remind me. That should remind me while being in front of me. But when they showed how much they showed for Not Cry, wow, that was very not only very good, but whoa, that was shocking. I was just expecting maybe a picture or two, but wow, a whole video. That's not only entertaining, but that's cool. And oh God. And I had 2 cups of coffee already. But in any case, it looks good. I can't wait for people who are starting out. This is going to be a really wonderful. I'm actually looking forward to both. Especially getting Dahlia, because she could be our 4-star character. Now, who else would I like to see in that? Because they're going to have Skirk and Shinha, which is a good thing on their part. And then have Emily and Mavuika together. But I'm actually hoping they have, like, for example, because they are going to have Dahlia, so that's 1 4-star. Maybe the other 2 being, I wouldn't be surprised if Toma was in there, especially during the second part, because he is going to be in there. Maybe Sayu. We haven't seen Sayu in ages. I'd love to see her again. Little Sayu. But who else would I like to see? That's we haven't had Razor in a long time. I think Razor with either Shenhe and then with Dahlia, and because Skirk is going to be a playable character but not elemental. Like we travelers are not elemental. That's really gonna boost up things, and so I would love to see him in there at some point, either at the first part or the second, but especially the first part, because you're having Dahlia. Either have someone like Toma who's Mondstadt born or something similar. I know some people say Layla, not really. And I'll tell you why not Layla, because I would love to see her maybe in the next 4, but not really Layla, because she's more the quiet type. You'd be more of, and really Dora, little Dory. I'm expecting her in there too, because she is going to be part of it. So I get the feeling for some reason, and yeah, I know it's getting a little where my where I look, that we are. But it's so I expect Dory in there as opposed to, so I'm expecting Dory more than Layla, because Dory's also from Smeru, but she's gonna be in Azuma, so she and Sayu and Dahlia. There you go. But it's up to them how they want to do it. But maybe in the second half, maybe half Layla in there, but it'll be more likely Fremine and oh, who else? Ian's son, the vet, yeah. Ian's son, Lynette, Lil Lynette. So that will be a good for them. Layla, I don't think so, but I won't be surprised. I won't be shocked, but it'll be more of a shock because of what I'm seeing. So, and then for be like for the 4 stars for that area, like oh, who would be a good one? Ian's son, the doctor who I'm, the vet. Let's see, who else? Kachina. And so I expect that because of the Movika banner. So and I definitely want to build them up, but it's yeah, I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited about getting even if I get Dahlia, I mean he's gonna be a good Mondstadt. I'm hoping also to get try and get Skirk. Skirk. In fact, I may just start saving for Skirk on my PlayStation. But in any case, so and so you know, with these with Skirk, you could match any of them. Any of them, and it could be Barbara. Now, why do I say that? Because they did say for that she would help out with the hydro and cryo. Now I know, oh, what's her name? Layla is cryo, but I don't expect her to be in there. She's, you know, she is cryo, but she's also, but of what I've seen, yeah, you know, they could surprise us. Or they could put on in another two besides Dahlia. And Dahlia's Hydro, a Hydro 4-star. So I can't wait to get him. I'm gonna look it up because I can't. It'll drive me nuts. Where's your name? Where's your name? 4-star. Oh yeah. Aoife. Of course, it had to be something simple. Okay. Sorry, Aoife. See? If it's simple, I'll forget. But oh, the sun is hitting the trees. Starting to hit the trees. But obviously, because it's over here too. But it's oh Lord. Oh Lord. I did have a good night's sleep before. But I'll probably get some rest, hopefully. But it is going to be a fantastic adventure. It's going to be fantastic. I am already going to enjoy it with Dainsliff, with it, and it looks like the Abyss may be coming back. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. But in any case, so we'll find out then. I'm still doing the Archon quest, so I'll get there. I'll have to do the Archon quest so I can start at least one of them. Or both of them, actually, in my free to play. But I'm hoping to get Skirk. She really looks like a good character. In fact, I'm going to start saving for Skirk and Stab on my PlayStation as well and start trying to get Ayaka, even though I would love to have her. But in any case, really looks good. And Dahlia, I mean, if you haven't done the interludes Archon quest, Dahlia is a big part of it. So he's going to be. I'm glad that they're going to make him playable. And it will be interesting. And what's going to be really interesting is how they're going to do this. Now, for those of us who have not done the world quest of the mountain, that's fine. I mean, that I can do with the art before the art conquest, like I did with for what do you call it, the chasm. So I can't wait for that. And really, it is going to be a nice thing. Oh, I meant to do something here. Okay. Aha. And then I'll probably get some other coffee, but that's okay. Oh. Oh no, not again. Okay, I'll put Genshin. Okay, and this is Shen codes. And let's see. So I did put the redemption codes there just now. And wow, it is going to be really, 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 really cool. So, and I can't really, and I can't wait. I can, I have to, and go back to bed, right? No, no, I want to try and see if this works. By the time I get back in bed, I don't wake up till late morning, and that's not what I want to start doing. I take my doctor's advice, so. And I can't, so I feel like I want to do more with Genshin and share it with you guys, and even if it's just work on my characters, that's something. And then so it'll be interesting. So, and I think that once uh, 5.7 comes out, it'll be fun. Though I'm enjoying 5.6, so with the interlude, Archon Quest, and others. And so, and to recap, wow, and I did take plenty of notes, so I'm definitely gonna read them. I'm gonna keep them beside my thing here, so I can read them and we can talk about them. And the sun's now it's becoming more of light, and but it'll be warm. But to have the interlude, but to have after the interlude Archon Quest, but also with the Traveler's Archon Quest with Dainza, to have Dahlia, that's gonna be interesting. because she's Hydro. And I'm hoping they do complement with Skirk, even though she's not a vision bearer like us. So that, it's going to be an interesting aspect to, to what is going on. And and I can't wait for I can't wait, like, for example, Skirk, Dahlia. I know some were predicting Emily, but now it's gonna be which is right, actually, to have Shenhe do be there because she complements Skirk. So and really Emily's from Fontaine, so we're gonna have Skirk and Shenhe from Liwe. And Skirk's not even a she's an outlander like us. So that's gonna be interesting in itself to have that. But what else do I think will be a good? I think that's a good question. Oh, boy, I know, don't fall asleep. But it will be. I liked the whole thing when they showed the picture of Dainsleif in the background there, and then you had Traveler, and then Sibling, or if you have the female Traveler, it's the male Sibling. That's going to prove very interesting. And I can't wait to see what they do with it. So, those of us who haven't really done or really haven't finished the Pyro Archon quest, I'm not in any rush. I mean, so it's going to be very, very interesting how they're going to do this. And if they do what they say with Dane, wow, does that mean Dane's going to be playable sooner than expected? Probably not, but at least we'll get some idea. And then them bringing in Nightcry. Oh my gosh. I was expecting maybe a picture or two, but a whole video. Wow. And in different regions. So if you haven't been in with Dragonspine in a while, you might want to go back just to familiarize yourself with the terrain. So it won't be a total shock. Oh, wait a minute. We've been in this terrain. You know what? Karen's right. I should have done that. So, and it's getting lighter. Sun's coming up. Looks like it's going to be a good day. And normally I wouldn't be up this early. I'd still be asleep. Oh, yawn. So I'm going to probably do my morning kitchen exercises and then but and then do my bed exercises. But my gosh, that total shock and for and so it's I think it's going to be well worth saving up for skirts, and she's going to be like, she's definitely going to be like the traveler. Now I have a vision, but still have the playable qualities and be cryo and be a good part of our team. And what's the next one? Dahlia. He looks like he's gonna be a very good hydro character. And as I said, I'm glad they put Shanaha because she complements Skirk with that. So, and she's cryo too. So she's cryo. And what also will be interesting is how they're gonna do with her Skirk's different qualities. I didn't write that down. What, but abyssal powers. So I did write it down. So that's going to be interesting in itself. And so again, having that, and then having Danes of before your summer quest, and then having that video sneak preview of Not Cry. Wow. So that's going to be one good thing about it. And if you haven't done a redemption codes, you might want to do it soon because they do expire quickly. And quickly they expire. And they are Master Skirk 0618, Your Space Time, and Void Star 0618. So, and so I can't wait to redeem it on my PlayStation, and then they'll be on all three. But wow, that was amazing in itself. The whole live stream was amazing. I can't wait for. Oh, hold on. Several of the events, and especially the event for getting the Sethos. So I can't wait for that. Oh, hi, Big Birdie. Holy smokes, I came from the house all the way over. He must be after something. He was big. It was no small bird. It was a big birdie. Big birdie. But, and so I may just look at him and then we can talk about it later. But wow. the whole thing, and then having a another permanent content and having other system requirements, and that is going to be one cool patch. And and they might lay back for the other summer patch, but that won't be until then. What was shocking was, wow, here's the previews for Darkrai. Oh boy. For Nardcry, and there's a plane going, probably coming from Atlanta. And this is yeah, it's a big plane, so it's probably coming from Atlanta or back east somewhere. But it will be interesting. I got pockets, so don't worry about it. I got pockets in here, but it'll be very. It was very interesting live stream. I enjoyed it, and I can't wait for several of, especially that one where you try and aim and then it'll go back. That's gonna be really a challenge, but I like challenges, especially if you're having one of those. I wanna. Okay, here's the game that will help us calm down, and so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward. I don't know if I have set those on all three. I'll check. I'll check, but do I have set those here? But in any case, and the other one, I know on my PlayStation I have them. Okay, Sethos, where are you? Sethos. Sethos. Do I not have Sethos? I have Dahlia. Okay, now am I free to play? That I'm seeing. Shenhe. I have Garmin. Nope. Now am I free to play anyway? Let's see. So am I free to play? I can't wait to get him either. Of course, I still have to work on my other characters. Okay. Okay, I did get him, but I guess not. Oh. But it's okay. Sethos. I know I have them on my. Okay, not yet. He's a 4-star. Come on. Oh, there he is. There he is. And oh, he'd be one constellation. Okay. There he is. There's our boy. Okay, so I can get him on my free to play. It's your boy. I wouldn't be surprised if they also put him in either of the either the first half or the second half banners, since he will be a free one, so I won't be surprised. Yeah, he was saying, go take a nap. Well, I need to be awake for my dad. But it was a fine one, and I enjoyed it. And if you haven't done it, seen it, it is on YouTube. What I'm gonna do is this is my usual time anyway, and looks like we may need to open up, so I'm gonna take off and then try not to go to sleep in the process, right? Oh, you need another cup of coffee, girl. But anyway, the other main reason why I didn't want to go to sleep is I'm always waking up either late morning or late mid to late morning, and I asked my doctor about that, especially with the Genshin live stream, to try waking up early and maybe having a noon rest or something. So I'm going to try that. And what I'll do is when we get the I nearly said van, didn't I? The Subaru done. I'm gonna come back and stream, and then we'll do the Battle Pass welcome. We'll talk about where's my pen, and then we'll do that, and and let's see. Okay, we're gonna do Ace, and then we'll then I'll do some other ones later on, and tomorrow, which would be new. And also, I want to look at the TikTok to see if we can do that. So I will see you.
Dry bread from the store.